It's been a challenging time for the Toyota LMP1 team, but after being cruelly robbed of victory at Le Mans, they're more motivated than ever. Back at their European base in Cologne, Germany, Anthony Davidson explains how the team simulator is a vital engineering tool in the high-tech environment of the World Endurance Championship.
The beauty really of a simulator is that it's completely similar conditions all the time. We don't have to battle with wind or other cars on the circuit or tyres degrading, all that kind of stuff you can cancel out. It really is the ideal way to go testing.
We have actually different goals for the simulator. Obviously one is driver training, but in the case of Anthony it's not that much for circuit learning because he's very experienced. So in that case it's more about developing the car or trying some new setups, but it's more on the technical side rather than on the learning side.
The TMG simulator is invaluable to the LMP1 team. Consistent and repeatable track conditions help engineers develop a base setup for the TS050 before each race, and it's up to the driver to provide equally consistent data.
Most of the time it's down to the driver to be as systematic as they can be, so not to fluctuate your lap times too much, not doing anything that's going to confuse the engineers too much. So they've got nice black and white data to look at, they make a change one parameter, the driver does the same job as they always do, and the engineer sees very clearly whether it was in a good direction or a bad direction.
We can play with everything. I mean, it will obviously feel a lot when we play with the boost, when we play with fuel saving. If we do some setup changes like roll balance or aero balance, it will for sure notice it, and then he will be able to spot in which corner he gains and where he loses and so on.
Laser mapping technology ensures detailed models of a variety of circuits, while the motion platform with 6 degrees of movement simulates a driving sensation that's almost too realistic.
It's the driver's job in there not to focus so much on lap times and getting sucked into the world of driving it like a computer game, cutting corners and running off the track and doing things that, with a car especially, that you wouldn't be allowed to get away with in real life. So it's trying to remember from a driving point of view what the real car felt like and doing it in a simulation environment.
When drivers are unavailable, engineers can continue important setup and development work using the simulator's built-in AI driver capability. But nothing beats the real thing.
The artificial intelligence driver, or AI driver as they call it, is very good at driving the perfect lap. But if you put a human into the mix, well, we make mistakes and we push the car naturally over its envelope of grip. And that's what racing is all about. It's the balance, it's the knife edge between understeer and oversteer. And it's the driver, how we interpret that behind the wheel, that gives the engineers direction as to what to do with car balance and setup.